So did you catch His Majesty's speech tonight? It was actually pretty interesting. His Majesty is becoming rather perturbed with some of you dirty unvaxxers. This is a pandemic of the unvaxxed, okay? Joe Biden said so, and his patience is wearing thin, quote. All right? So watch the fuck out. F-15s and nukes. Remember that, pleb. Why don't people trust me? I bet he's wondering that. Why don't they trust me? I was the head of my class in college. I wonder if Kamala Harris thinks the same thing. Why don't people trust me? I'm stunning and brave. I'm brown. I must be right. I must be virtuous. I must be moral. I must be trustworthy. Look, if 80 million people think you're untrustworthy, you'd think there'd be some self-reflection there, right? Like a modicum of it. A glance in the mirror like, I wonder why they don't trust me. With Joe Biden, it could be because, ever since the guy oozed under the first government office door he won, he's been lying blatantly to the American people right along. What about Anthony Fauci? Do you think maybe your leaked emails kind of hurt your credibility? What about lying in front of Congress? Maybe hurts your credibility a little bit. Hillary Clinton, that's another one. Come on. But we're supposed to trust Joe Biden. Okay, I'll trust Joe Biden. I remember Joe Biden, along with Stunning and Brave on the campaign trail, saying they'd be apprehensive about taking a vaccine that came out in such short order, especially since Orange Man was involved. Duh. The reason why people don't trust the government is because the government lies constantly, like a fucking rug. So, the real funny thing about this little tantrum of Joe Biden's is the timing of it. 9/11's coming up. We have to get off that Afghanistan topic pronto. So we're gonna lambaste people over COVID. All right, we're gonna get COVID back. We need COVID back in the news. And any areas where COVID doesn't get traction, we'll go with abortion in Texas and the Texas Taliban. Yeah. The Texas Taliban. And I'm sure women in Afghanistan are praying for the poor women of Texas. Why are women so butthurt about abortion rights being restricted somewhat? It was supposed to be safe, rare, and legal, right? When the Supreme Court just made up the right to murder your children for the sake of convenience. It's supposed to be safe, rare, and legal, right? Safe, rare, and affordable, some shit like that. Well, the real reason, in my estimation, is quite simple. See, if you can use sex to tantalize men, then you don't really need to be a virtuous or moral person. Right? That's right. What about the men? Men are no better. Why would you want to have to take responsibility for your choices and actions, right? You can just have the kid murdered. And you can go back on your merry way and create some more fucking murder victims. Land of the free, home of the brave, my hairy Irish ass. And you got Don Lemon out there, that fucking... if you get COVID and you didn't get the vaccine, maybe you shouldn't go to the hospital. Okay, Don. Okay. Let's follow your logic right to the logical end. If you decide to cornhole your buddy on the streets of San Francisco and you come down with the gift that keeps on giving, maybe you shouldn't go to the hospital. After all, you knew the risks. What about Lizzo? You're 400 pounds, 5'4", playing that flute, come in the hospital with congestive heart failure? Well, you knew the risks. Hit the bricks, bitch. Get your flute out. Diabetes, same thing. You like donuts? Get the fuck out. Yeah, the real interesting thing about Joe Biden's temper tantrum, His Majesty's temper tantrum, is the timing. It really is. Got to get off that Afghanistan shit quick. We don't want people talking about how 20 years later the Taliban is now the most well-funded, well-armed small military on earth. We don't need people dwelling on that. We don't need people talking about the people who are being killed right now in Afghanistan, both American citizens and American allies, because they are. They're not going to tell you about it, obviously. Well, the crown has spoken. So, before Joe Biden's His Majesty's patience runs out, you plebs better get your ass down to CVS and get that fucking miracle stick. And by the way, you're probably going to need to take 5 or 6 of them, and then pills on top of that from Pfizer. It's another trustworthy company. I don't know why anyone wouldn't trust Pfizer. It's not like they have a slew of lawsuits they had to pay out, right? And the FDA approved the vaccine, right? So, I mean, it should be good. And they approved fentanyl, too. Why don't you trust them? I don't know. This country's circling the drain, and most of you motherfuckers are sitting in front of the toilet with the fucking handle. When the wheels come off, and they probably will, unfortunately, maybe some of you will reflect on your choices, but I doubt it. So that's the thing. Being stupid is like being crazy. Right? One of the key indicators of being insane is you don't realize you're insane. You think everyone else is nuts, or weird people are after you or some shit like that. It's the same thing with being dumb. One of the hallmarks of being dumb is, thinking you're the smartest person in the room. Example. I got a dispatch for a Prius the other day. Lady's car is running funny. So I get there, I said, what's going on with the car, ma'am? She said, I put some gas in it from Walmart, and now it's not running right. I said, you put gas in it from Walmart? I'm thinking she put in, chainsaw fuel or something. So I said, can I see the container? So we go in the back of her Prius, and the Feel the Burn sticker is proudly on display right next to the Biden-Harris sticker, of course. She pops the hatch and pulls out a 1-gallon jug of motor oil. I mean, I was expecting dumb once I seen the stickers, but that... And this person votes. Yeah. Go get your shots, plebs.